Alright guys, I'm going to do a little video here of my eruo swords. I know I did one here a while back. I'm kind of give you an update. I don't mind some of the blades. I do have wax on them, so they may look a little dirty, but they're not. They just have wax on it. Start the one I just got in. This is the Ronin No. 7 XV11B, I think 111B, something like that. The typology. It is a peen pommel, and you can barely see it. It's just barely visible. Did a good job on that. My only gripe is there's a little bit of a ledge right here. It doesn't seem to affect gripping it or swinging it or nothing, but a little bit of a ledge right there. But overall, it's a nice blade. A little long, but it's not bad overall. Fit and finish is really nice. Nice wire grip handle with leather over it. I kind of like it. Next one here, this is the Cold Steel Grossmesser. I always wanted one of these, and I finally found a good deal on one. These are a little bit heavy. I won't lie, some people have said they're heavy, but they are a little bit heavy. But they're pretty controllable. Do have fuller on it, so it does help on the weight a little bit. But overall, these are decent swords. The fit and finish on it is really nice. The transitions between the handle and the pommel here is pretty smooth. There's no ledges between the tang and the slabs at all. I mean, it's not really that bad. A lot of people harp on cold steel, but this is not a bad deal. Next on the line here is the Hanwing Rhinelander. Some people don't like the ring on it, but I don't mind it. Nice leather grip on it. Pretty ergonomic too. Nice fuller blade. It goes more than halfway up. It's a long sword, but it's pretty wieldy. I'll be honest, it's not a unwieldy sword like some of them. But anyway. Next, here's the Hanwing Bastard Sword. This is a beefy sword, and what can I say about it? I actually love this sword. The leather grip on the handle is really nice. The pommel's really nice. It's got this is what's called an antique version, which means it's kind of been weathered a little bit to make it look like it's old. Did a pretty good job at it. It's a decent sword overall. If you're really into cutting, I really recommend this sword. Next up here is my Kingston Arms Arming Sword. That's the XIV typology. What can I say about this? This is probably my favorite sword. This thing is weighted so well, and I mean, you can really get a good purchase on this thing. And if you look at the picture online, it's not the same picture. I think it's the earlier version, but the pommel is different on this one. It is peened, so you don't have to worry about that. The fit and finish is nice. There's a little bit of a gap right here between the pommel and blade, but that's expected on a lot of swords. But overall, this thing is nice. I mean, it is balanced so well. If you're gonna get a sword, I'd really recommend this. This is a good one to start out with. Alright, next up here, this is the Ronin No. 3. And this is a nice sword as well. It's similar to the 7 with the wire leather grip. The pommel has the classic cross version. And it is peened. It's a very simple design, simple but effective. The diamond shape on the blade really lends it to cutting well, so. This one's really good. The next one I've had for a long time. This is the Hanwing War Sword. You don't see it much, but it's out there. Just look up Hanwing War Sword. It's kind of springy. Some people don't like that much, but it's a very simple design. The pommel is peened on it, but overall it's not bad. It is 5160, so I do have it waxed really well. 5160 rusts like crazy, so I keep it all waxed. The next I did a couple videos on. This is basically the Winless Sword. I can't pronounce that name very well. I did sharpen this really well. I had a sharpening service done. It kind of gave me a little place to start, but I did sharpen it really well. It did come out good. But this is not a bad piece. It kind of goes with my War Sword a bit. It's the same type of grip. I really like it. The next here is the Cold Steel Arming Sword. It's not quite as balanced as the Kingston Arms, but it is a decent blade. It's not peened. You have a nut on it, so you can take it off and change the handle, upgrade it, do whatever you want to do with it. But overall, this is a nice looking sword. This is the MAA version, the blackened version, which I do have a couple of musters. MAA version as well. Next one here is the Depica Knights Templar dagger. I showed that in the previous video. I do like the cross on the pommel, but I did sharpen it really well, and it cuts really well, holds an edge really well, so I can't complain about that. I've heard some negative things about Depica, but I have to say it's not a bad deal. I mean, the fit and finish is not the best, but it's decent for the price. I just wanted to show you a few of my euros, and thanks for joining me.